Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am your Dragon God of Gaming, Damian Dragon, and welcome back to the Gaming News, where I run down the list of all the gaming news, facts, rumors, trivia, and everything coming out the gaming industry this week. Today, we have something on Icarus, we have something on the lawsuit against Valve, and we also have something on Wolfenstein enemy territories. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into the news. Okay, first off, today, we got Icarus. Now, for those of you that don't know what Icarus is, it's a survival game made by developer Dean Hall. And, oh boy. If you guys want to see the sources, actually, I should preface this real quick. If you guys ever want to check any of my sources, and you guys want to read the sources outright yourself, they will now all be down in the link in the description down below. Well, the link in the description down below. Me, Chaos6, and 2E5, we all came to a consensus that I should start putting my sources down on screens or somewhere for you guys to fact check me. And you want to do something, they're right. And I should have started doing that. I thought being a lot more vocal, more audio, basically telling you where to find these at would be a good idea, but they are right. I should be able to put it down where you guys can easily, go after them and look at them yourselves. So, my apologies. I'm going to start doing them from now on. So, everything I talk about today will be in the link down in the description down below. Also, it'll be highlighted where you guys can find it. So, anything I say will be down there. Well, not everything I say, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this is coming from PCGamer.com, and this is written by Andy Chuck. And they write, Dean Hall survival game Icarus recommends a whopping 32GB of RAM. A new release date was announced today, but it's system requirements that have our attention. Icarus, the sci-fi survival game being developed by Dean Hall's Rocketworks studio, isn't going to make its unexpected November release, but it'll be close. The studio announced today that the new launch date has been set for December 4th. The game was originally set to arrive in August, but was delayed a couple weeks ahead of that so developers could give Icarus more love. In lieu of the launch, people who pre-ordered were given access to a series of weekend betas, the last of which wrapped up on November 7th. After 3 months of beta testing and feedback from one of the most engaged gamer communities I've ever seen, Icarus is ready to launch, Hall said. We believe the key to making a great survival game is listening to our community feedback and being able to rapidly iterate. We deliberately built our architecture so we could add new items, missions, biomes, talent, and balance changes each beta weekend, and that's something we plan to continue after launch too. Icarus will be a living, evolving game. The launch date announcement also includes the finalized system requirements. The minimum spec is up there, but it's the recommended that really popped my eyes. On the minimum requirements, you're going to need a Windows 10 64-bit version. You need an Intel Core i5-8500 processor, a 16GB of RAM. Graphics, you need a NVIDIA GTX 1060 6GB. A DirectX, you need a version 11. A network, you need broadband internet connection, which is pretty easy to come by, in all honesty. And storage, 70GB available. Yes. And the recommended requirements is a Windows 10 64-bit version. You need an Intel Core i7-9700. You need 32GB of RAM. A NVIDIA RTX 3060. Sorry, a 3060 Ti, my bad. A version 11 DirectX, a broadband internet connection, and 70GB available space. That's an awfully high recommended spec. The RTX 3060 Ti is really up there and almost impossible to find in stock right now. But it's the 32GB of RAM recommendation really leaps out at me. I can't recall any recent PC game asking for that much RAM for optimal performance. The highest spec recommended for both Far Cry 6 and Outriders each had slightly higher CPU and GPU requirements, for instance, but only called for 16 gigabytes of RAM. Hall said in an email sent to PC Gamer that Icarus runs fine with 16 gigabytes of RAM, but the studio wanted to future-proof the recommended requirements for a few years. Maybe we aimed a bit too high, but we didn't want to disappoint anyone either, Hall said. Icarus is an open-world game with multiplayer, so extra RAM helps, but the game has been optimized to work without it. Many people massage their recommended specs. Our worlds are huge, and supporting high settings allows PC gamers to play with all the hardware they have. We picked recommended specs that work well, not recommended specs that sell the game, like publishers often do. Our resident survival pro, Chris Livingston, has spent a little time with Icarus over the past year. His adventures, including beating Dan Hall with a broom after he was on fire, and making an ill-advised fight with an angry polar bear. Sounds like a good time to me. You can find out more about Icarus at surviveicarus.com. And wow, we have some shit to unpack. Yeah, Icarus has been beta testing a lot. I did see that. I actually went to do the beta testing, but again, I figured out that I did not have that much time on my hands to do so. I have a lot of projects at work right now, and I do not have the time to do all that. But after reading that, 32 gigs of RAM is a lot. A lot. But I can see where they're going from. In all honesty, when stuff wants to evolve, you're gonna need more space. And that RAM that's left over will do the justice that needs to. And as he said, it does work really fine at 16 gigabytes, but just leaving it open for that, you know, that extra push for a few years. You know what I mean? So I could see where they're coming from. To be honest, I think they're right on par. And to be honest, future-proofing your game is actually really good. So to be honest, I think that they're right on the money. So I feel like this game is going to be pretty good. And I've seen some screenshots of the game. The game looks fantastic. And to be honest, something I would like to play. So, I may need to put that in the vault. But, what do you guys think? Personally, I think this game is going to be good. Anyway, onto a game that has its shit together to a company that doesn't. Valve. What can I say about Valve? They're not looking good at the moment. This is coming at, oh my god, all of them are coming from PCGamer.com. I'm just gonna stop saying that. It's coming from PCGamer.com. And this is written by the same guy. Or the same person, sorry. And they write, Judge dismisses antitrust lawsuit filed against Valve. Wolfire Games filed the lawsuit in April, claiming that Steam suppresses competition and charges excessive fees. In April, Overgrowth developer Wolfire Games filed an antitrust lawsuit against Valve, alleging that Steam's dominance in the PC gaming market enables it to extract an extraordinarily high cut of the sales made through its storefront. Valve responded in July, saying Wolfire complaint failed to meet the most basic requirement of an antitrust case, and asking the judge to dismiss it as a result. In a ruling filing today, the judge in the case agreed with Valve. The ruling, available in full on Court Listener, says Wolfire's lawsuit falls short on two separate points. First, the claim that Valve is illegally trying to Steam Store to the platform, essentially using the near monopoly of Steam as a library launcher and a social media platform to force people to buy games through the Steam storefront, is rejected because the allegations in the lawsuit suggest that the Steam platform and storefront are in fact a single product within the integrated game platform and transaction market. Wolfire's lawsuit also claims that Valve uses its near monopoly to charge an excessive fee to sellers, 30% that wouldn't be sustainable in a competitive marketplace. That claim resulted in some interesting conversations earlier this year, but the judge rejected the argument. Nothing that Valve's take has remained unchanged throughout Steam's history, even as other online stores charging lower percentages have come and gone. Therefore, it would appear that the market reality, at least as pled, is that Valve's fee is I have no idea how to say this, commensurate with the Steam platform value to game publishing. I have a problem speaking right now. I don't know why. There are other legal points and precedents cited in the judgment, but the bottom line is that Wolfire's lawsuit does not articulate sufficient facts to plausibly allege an antitrust injury based on that market. Big words, not my thing. As a result, Valve's motion to dismiss the lawsuit is granted, but only in part. The dismissal was granted without prejudice, meaning Wolfire has 30 days to amend its complaint to address the cited shortcomings, then refile it. I've reached out to Valve and Wolfire for a comment on the case, and will update if I receive a reply. Well, to be honest, you might want to, fact check yourself before you bring stuff to court. In all honesty, if you want to get my take on it, I'm no law expert. Far from it. I'm a fucking gamer. Just saying. I'm a gamer. And law is not my strong suit. If you guys are expecting me to be like, super amazing at law, I'm not. Never going to be, never will be, more than likely never will be able to see it. But Wolfire needed to look a little bit closely at, the law book when it comes to antitrust, in all honesty. And they should have done a little bit of their homework before bringing that to a court. And to be honest, I do agree with, the judge's decision on this one. I normally say sometimes some rulings are bullshit, but then you got to think about it this way. It's not Valve's fault at all. So, in all honesty, if they don't like it, then they don't need to, compete. You know what I mean? But you're just going after random people at that point. I don't know. At any rate, I believe Valve won that handily, and I hope, they're on the up and up as they should be. So, it's hoping. You know what I mean? Anyway. From another thing, a game company to a game, Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. I believe this is in and of itself a mod, but can't be too sure. I've really never played the Wolfenstein games, just saying. Again, you guys know the site, and this is coming from Jody McGregor, and they write, the mod restoring Wolfenstein Enemy Territory single player is out now. Oh, this is going to be good for all you guys who like Wolfenstein. In 2003, the retail release of Wolfenstein Enemy Territory was cancelled, and its multiplayer mode was given away for free. Oh. As ID and Activision said at the time, despite a strong effort from talented developers, the single-player portion of the game did not progress as anticipated. Enemy Territory ended up becoming a formative multiplayer shooter, and its influence on the genre is still felt today. But players have always wondered, what would that single-player campaign have been like? Modder William Farr has one answer, with a mod that takes Enemy Territory's maps and connects them together to form a story-driven campaign. There's a trailer for it above, featuring a rad metal version of Für Elise. I have no idea, that's German. And a whole lot of Nazi shooting action. Not something I thought I would say in the middle of a gaming news, but here we are. A co-op version of the mod will fall on November 30th and is currently in testing. To play it, you'll need to have returned to Castle Wolfenstein installed as well as one of its overhauled mods, i.e. IORTCW, Real RTCW, RTCW4A, RTCW Torch, Vita RTCW, or RTCW Quest. The Enemy Territory single-player mod is available on ModDB and the Steam Workshop. If you're interested in the saga of how this fundamental FPS series was passed from developer to developer over the years, here's a history of Wolfenstein. I'm not going to be reading the entire history of Wolfenstein. I would be here for fucking ever. Wolfenstein, that's good. To be honest, you know what? All I can say is, thank God for modders. Because when developers don't give us exactly what we really want, and hey, we're telling you what you guys should be doing, it would be great. It would be awesome. Just hand us this. We'll be happy. And then we feel ripped off. And then modders come along, it's like, haha, I got you, fam. And then just, straight up just goes about it. And it's like, hey, that's good. And that's the kind of thing that modders do, and they put together some really cool stuff. And one of my favorite things, if you guys want to hear a small story, one of my favorite channels to watch is BDE, Brandon Does Everything, and the Vibe channel. If you guys don't know who they are, Simply Better AM, Phoenix Nitro, and again, BDE. They're a bunch of really talented dudes who really like wrestling. And to be honest, I watch them nearly every single day. I do love wrestling, and watching them play like WWE 2K, it's great. And some of them, one of my favorite series that they put out was WWE Fantasy Wars that BDE did, and the shit is amazing. And it's all modded characters from a 2K mods, and the mods are fucking fantastic. So modders can do really good work, and they're in every single genre. They're not just in just one genre, they're everywhere. And these guys pull off some real cool stuff for the communities at large. And you want something, I'm here for it. So, well, what's your name again, sir? What is your name? Modder William Farr. William, thank you for bringing this thing to life. You're an amazing person. So anyone who likes Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, again, if you guys want to check this out again to make sure that you guys have the right requirements, the link will be in the description. So you guys can go mosey on down there and find that. And speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, that about does it for today. I've had a wonderful time. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time doing the gaming news. It will be evolving again soon. I am thinking of different ideas for this series, and I'm going to be showing that off at some point or another. But you guys get to see some real cool stuff that I have in store. So I can't wait to show off what the gaming news has. But let me know down in the comment section below what you guys like to hear today. To be honest, I'm happy for Wolfenstein. I've never played the game, but the game looks fucking awesome. And to be honest, it's being handled by some really cool people. So you want something, hey, you can't knock it. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning into another episode. You guys have been awesome, and I appreciate it. And I hope everyone enjoyed the series that's been put out earlier today. Go check that out. Go check out the earlier video. Why? Because, well, our creators put in some hard work. And mayhaps very soon you may see some really cool stuff that I'm producing in a later series. I have ideas, but I just need to talk to a few people and see if they are willing to come and help me out. But anyway, if you guys want to go check out anyone else on the Visible Corporation channel, please by all means go ahead and check them out in the description down below. All of our lovely and beautiful content creators puts out a ton of cool stuff every single day. There is no reason why you should not be subscribing at the moment. And if you guys are wondering why I am sounding like I am fucking Porky Pig with a fucking speech impediment, it's because well, it's 4:19 in the morning. And I actually have an event I gotta be up for at like 7. So I am right now just sitting there like and I'm gonna be going to bed around like 8:30 this morning. So by the time you guys are seeing this, I'm more than likely back awake and getting a few more things done. So hope everyone enjoys this. Oh yeah, by the way, before I even end off on this, Wednesday there will be a special video for you guys. It will not be Devil May Cry. That video is gonna be pushed back for the coming Wednesday. So I wanted to tell you guys that, so that when you guys are wondering, wow, it's weird, where is Devil May Cry? I have something else planned. If you guys remember, this coming Thursday is well, Thanksgiving, Gobble Gobble Day. So can't wait to show off what I have in store for you guys. Anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed, but it's time for us to end off. You guys know the deal. You guys know my squeal. Good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of the gaming news. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian Dragon action. Peace.